Xross Chronicle is a new yokai-themed gacha RPG for iOS and Android from the makers of Phantom Chaser. Xross Chronicle is the latest title to emerge from Floppy Games, and it's based on the developer's previous game Phantom Chaser. This new hero collecting RPG is available now for both iOS and Android devices as a free-to-play game. Xross Chronicle was originally released in Japan back in October of last year, before finally making its way west today. Much like Phantom Chaser, the story of Xross Chronicle will focus on the eternal battle between humans and yokai. There are over 100 characters to collect in Xross Chronicle, each of which is inspired by folklore and mythology across the world. It promises a revamped character growth system compared to its predecessor, where you'll even be able to use fusion to combine both humans and yokai. To coincide with the global launch of the game, the developers have decided to add a new dungeon to the game called Scalar Tower. This is a special mission that will allow players to unlock the story of a character called Naotara, who is a samurai that wields two swords. Similarly, there will also be a login event that will run until the 19th of March that will provide players with in-game items such as Golden Star Stone. Beyond that, there will be a week-long festival that will net players 100 star stones for every mission they've cleared. The game has launched with a variety of PvP and PvE modes for players to get stuck into once they've assembled some heroes through the gacha machine. This includes monster raids, arenas battles, and a plethora of dungeons. Of course, there will also be a story mode too, for those who prefer single-player. The game has a focus on recruitable yokai. Those yokai in specific are different to normal party members you find in games like this, where you'd normally recruit hundreds of characters, fielding 4 to 6 of them at any given time. In Xross Chronicle, you recruit yokai and, well, the best way I can put this is that you essentially equip them on your character. After selecting where you want them to go, you can fuse with them in battle, allowing for both the yokai and human to combine the strengths together, becoming one. The yokai have their own special abilities, and thus devising strategies to overcome certain enemy types and situations is all but a requirement the further you get. Speaking of using yokai in battle, the combat itself takes the form of a semi-auto play system, allowing for you to move your character by clicking where on the screen you want to go, and individually selecting the skills you want to use, but the normal auto attacks that happen in between skill usage is automatic. This is similar to most tab target MMOs, in so that you cycle through various skills while auto-meleeing enemies. I can't say for certain how many skills you get, but I had access to 2 per character while recording on the way to level 10. Skills are incredibly flashy and the fusion system looks great. Fusing together with your yokai kinda reminded me of the new Super Saiyan Blue forms in Dragon Ball Super. Unfortunately, you don't have the ability to create your character, and I'm a huge fan of character creation in my games, but at the same time I understand why this is the case. This is heavily story-centric, and your characters are already predetermined, with their own preset personalities. It's also worth noting that the game is voice-acted, with some of your favorite anime voice actors in-game. If that doesn't qualify for an impressive dub, I don't know what would. While there's plenty to do in terms of story, the entire game is focused around the story and progression takes place in the form of chapter-based missions. You also have access to various other types of game modes. These include things like large monster raids, PvP arenas to test your strength against other players, the Scalar Tower, a plethora of different dungeons to participate in, which is actually of interest to me. Partly because I love running dungeons in games, and partly because I'm not entirely certain how that will really function. The game provides a surplus of activities to participate in, and that's not including the extensive recruitment system in place that will keep you grinding endlessly, so long as content is continuously released and new characters are made available.
ロックオン。目標は確認。
一丁上がり。
おめでとうございます。ちょうど狩人組のスロットが開放。この狩人は、
なあ、ヨール。俺はそんなに変人か？
行善さんとヨールさん。もちろん知っている。俺は。
サクッとやっつけるわよ。
君に正義の力を。私は正義を信じる。
僕の仕事を増やさないでくれ。
一丁上がり。
いらっしゃい。
私は正義を信じる。これはどうだ。私は正義を信じる。正義は必ず勝ちます。
時間の目。今回はレベルアップの素材として使用し、レベルアップ時にレベルアップに必要な5。
おっしゃ、成長して
次のエリアが開放されました。
狩人と傭兵団、園児とは古い付き合いで、親友と言ってもいい。親友なら、どう答えるべきだろう。そんなの決まってる。
だろ？お前の
いらっしゃい。ずっと一緒よ。いらっしゃい。